In a world of minimalism, yeah, that's not how you thought I'd start off the video, is it? People have been contributing less to being more. We see that in brand logos. We see that in countless different designs throughout the world. But one place that we're seeing sort of the opposite is in Call of Duty. See, recently we have been seeing these convoluted HUDs, and HUDs have been a super big topic within the Call of Duty Zombies community.
I am having a very bad day. I am in no mood. This, today, is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time.
But if we look at the original game, original gameplay,
In the beginning,
the HUD was super simplistic.
Power's out. Let's get turned back on. Hoorah.
Think about World at War Zombies. Literally all you had was points on the bottom right with a name and tactical and lethal and then a round number. That's it. You had basically nothing else, just a little blood splatter on your screen. And even as you go to Black Ops 1, very similar aspect. As you move on to Black Ops 2, non-Treyarch games, all the way to Cold War and Black Ops 6, you are seeing HUDs become more and more complex. In BO2, that first change was a good one because it gave map-specific HUDs. Although there was more complexity, the HUD was still simplistic in its concept, and the complexity came in with theme, design choice, aura, as the youngins would say today. But as we move on to Black Ops 4, that complexity moved away from aura and moved closer to just too much shit on your screen. That was one of the biggest criticisms with Black Ops 4's HUD. 4 gobblegums on your screen, an outline of your weapon, circles for your tactical and lethal, weapons on the bottom left, numbers on the bottom left, your player card on the bottom left, then you have your magazine and your bottom right, then you have your shield, then your specialist. It's like, oh my god, there is so much. Look at the difference between this photo from Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, 3, and then 4. It's night and day. But then Cold War added something that was just completely unnecessary. And it's something that a lot of people have been complaining about with having Warzone features being implemented into zombies. For example, in Black Ops Cold War, we see a compass. Like, what the fuck is there a compass for? When are we ever gonna need that? We see a mini-map. We have little medals pop up on the screen, damage points next to the player, point systems on the bottom left and in the middle of your screen, a PNG that pops up on your screen. None of that is appetizing to look at. I don't care which way I'm looking, north, south, east, and west. This is not a Warzone map. This is zombies. It does not matter which way I'm facing. I understand a concept like that for maybe Modern Warfare 3 zombies, just because it's such a massive map, but for this game, it doesn't make sense. And then we move on to Black Ops 6, where part of me thinks that they are once again reverting to the same stupid problems. Compass on your screen, mini-map on the top left. It's like, oh my lord, when are we gonna get over this? But then, they talk about customizable HUDs. They talk about being able to replace and put stuff on. They talk about a classic HUD mode, a Black Ops 3 style HUD. And yes, I love these changes. I think these changes are absolutely amazing. I love the customization. I am always for customization being implemented in zombies. I think that is one of the most important things ever. Being able to throw on camos, being able to have custom gobblegums, being able to have custom weapon kits, being able to have a custom HUD, that shit sounds amazing. Bottom of the HUD still looks like multiplayer. It's losing aura. It's losing credibility. I don't like that. Just look at this screen right here. The gobblegums look like score streaks. Why? The perks are on the bottom left, super spread out from each other. Why? Why is there so much space between the perks? Why is the round counter so massive? Why do we need a square around every single feature? I think that's ridiculous. I think a HUD can be super minimalistic and look amazing. Now, granted, like I said, I could be complaining about nothing because the HUD can be switched. But for a second, let me show you guys a concept of a HUD. In fact, I'll make it very easy. I'll just show you guys in live time on Photoshop. Here's a picture of Zombies gameplay that I've gotten. Here's the first thing. Just a bar here. This bar right here is very simple. You can make it big, you can make it small, it don't matter. A little bar like that for your armor system is amazing. Nothing complicated, nothing insane. I think that this is a very simple concept. Next thing, a little perk, a little gobblegum icon. I understand that, you know, the gobblegum icons are not big in this new game, but just have a little gobblegum icon, and then maybe something like the Fate and Fortune cards where you can shuffle through them because you can hold 3 at once. That would be way better than just having them be blocks on your screen. I think that looks very bad. Next thing. You don't need a gun outline. Literally just have your ammo in your stock and ammo in your reserves. You don't need a full outline with a box in the bottom left. Just put the number there, and I think it will do plenty. Next up, tactical and lethal. Just put a little symbol with the number next to it. 2, little grenade symbol, 2. Little thing symbol, 2. Very simple. Look how small that is. I just fit so much information in one little spot. Very simplistic. Next, the name of the weapon. There it is. The whole bottom right is basically completely done, and I just put so much shit in so little space. You could easily see it on screen. Plus, it will be zoomed in like crazy. This is what your screen will look like, so you'll be able to see it just fine. Next, little ether shroud symbol. I don't need a box around my ether shroud. I don't need, you know, you can have the little, you know, the little, like, boundary on the outside so it can tell you the progress if you get into it. I actually kind of liked how the ether shroud looked in Cold War, but you don't need some massive box for your ether shroud. Perk icons. All your perk icons can very easily just be on your bottom left. You know that you're going to be able to hurt all perks, which I believe is 8, and you can have all of them just on the bottom left. Don't have them in the middle of the screen. Don't have them super separated from each other. Have them on the bottom left. You can even make them smaller. But perk icons are nice and colorful, and they're one of the small things that I'm like, okay, I don't mind them taking up a little bit of the screen because they look very good. Next, round counter. Put the round counter on the top right. I mean, we just know it being in the top right. I don't hate it being on the bottom left, but I feel like it just stacks so many things on top of each other. Just put it on the top right. I think it's a perfect spot for it. Next, that's your points, and we'll put the other thing next to it as well. Put your points with the player symbol, and then have them above each other. Takes up literally 0 space at all. Now, I literally threw this together in less than 5 minutes. Obviously, I didn't make it look super nice. But do you understand the concept that I'm getting at where less is more? I said that at the very beginning of the video, and I still feel like I keep starting off videos with just a simple saying that I want it to be sort of a main idea of this video. And when it comes to the HUDs, less is more, right? Now, I can make this HUD super interesting, right? I can make this map specific, which I would absolutely love. In fact, for Terminus, I would love to see a map specific HUD, maybe with a dark ocean vibe. Maybe that guy that's in the water that can attack you, maybe put that by your points and your guns, right? We saw that in Black Ops 2, Black Ops, and Infinite Warfare. That shit is awesome. But if we're not going for that aspect, having just something very simple like this is very easy. Here it is on maybe a little bit more high definition gameplay. I know they won't say Black Ops 6 in the bottom left. Just grab this image from Treyarch. But around 100 meter, there we go. There's your gun. I mean, you got space for your gun here, right? One more picture. Here's this again. We got the thing on the bottom left, your perks. And in fact, I like your perks a little bit bigger. And listen, you can move this shit around. You can have the armor on the bottom here. You can have the armor above this. And then put your armor, put your thing here, right? But the whole point is, look how small it is. It's telling you so much in so little. You know what we don't need? And this is the biggest issue I have with this new HUD. We don't need this, and this. This is what we have currently. Oh, you have 3 gobblegums? Look at that. There's your 3 gobblegums. You have a gun? Okay, let's show you a whole picture of the gun and put everything in here. You have perks? Oh shit, let's put all the perks closer to the middle and then spread them out so that they take up this much of the screen. That's what we have now. I don't like that. Oh, this guy's up higher. This is bigger. That looks like shit. You take some of that stuff away, very simply get rid of all that, and look at that. It looks 12 times better. I don't want to come in here and shit on Black Ops 6, okay? I think there's too much of that. I am super excited for this game. I'm super excited for the customizable HUD. To the extent that it's going to be is my biggest worry, number 1. I don't understand exactly. They've been sort of vague on it, at least what I've seen. If you guys have seen more information about it, please let me know. But In a world where so many things are becoming less is more, I'm surprised to see the opposite with Black Ops 6 Zombies. But hopefully, in this new game, that's not what we see. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. You guys enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. I know that we've seen concept HUDs on Twitter, but I think that at the end of the day, this is going to be a thing about Treyarch and just the whole identity of the game. This is going to be about Treyarch and the whole identity of the game. How are they going to convey that this is zombies, not multiplayer? But like I said, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.